Yo, welcome back to another 2K resim video, where we reset the video, or the NBA, we reset the league. We reset the league to 2009, and since 2009, we are now in 2015 offseason. The Oklahoma City Thunder have won 6 straight NBA Finals, followed by Kevin Durant's 6 straight Finals MVPs. Russell Westbrook has won 3 MVPs, regular season that is, and I'm winded, man. I've been recording. This is like my 4th straight video because I told myself I wasn't gonna stop recording at a certain point until the Thunder lost. They lost. They didn't win, and here we are. They're still winning, still here. Gonna jump into player retirements, as I'm sure LeBron feels the same way. He's just tired of losing. Kobe Bryant calls it a season after the 2014 NBA season. He calls it early. He sees that he's not gonna. His window's closed. His window's closed. He calls it early. He has been not the greatest through this. Paul Pierce on the Rockets calls it a career a little bit earlier than expected. Tracy McGrady out. Where has he been? Where has T-Mac been? I guess he has been a 70 overall, but why hasn't he retired sooner? I feel like I haven't seen him in forever. Mike Bibby out, Lamar Odom out, Michael Redd out, all expecting names. Maybe some should have been out sooner. We'll go see who made the Hall of Fame. Kobe in there, Paul Pierce in there out of everybody. We'll go see who has the top picks in this draft lottery. You got the Knicks with the number 1 pick, the Pacers number 2, and the Hornets at number 3. I don't see. Oh yeah, the Pistons actually did really good last season, right? What pick they have? 24. So we actually don't see the Pistons at the top here, which has been a trend for this whole time. Here are your prospects for the 2015 NBA draft. You got Karl Anthony Towns up here, number 1 prospect. Jahlil Okafor, Porzingis, D'Angelo Russell, Devin Booker's in here, Miles Turner, Kelly Oubre, Bobby Portis, Tyus Jones. You got Larry Nance, Josh Richardson, Scary Terry, DeLon Wright. Some big names. Rashawn Holmes, good little role player. Cameron Payne, Montrezl Harrell, and Pat Connaughton. Some good names at the beginning and end of the first round is what it's going to look like. So we're going to see how this draft progresses. And with the first pick in the 2015 NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Karl Anthony Towns, and the Knicks are looking nice. I feel like they're an up-and-coming team. It's good to see them, progressing and see if they're actually able to do something for the first time since like the 90s. The second pick in the draft, you got the Pistons, who should take D'Angelo Russell. They take Jahlil Okafor, and I said Pistons, I meant Pacers. The Pacers take Jahlil Okafor from Duke. D'Angelo Russell's still on the board. He went second to the Lakers here in the real life, so we'll see where he goes here. The Hornets select Kelly Oubre. D'Angelo Russell still on the board. We'll see if anyone tries to trade up with the Nuggets to go snag him. Where was Kelly Oubre drafted? He was 15th overall, so he moves all the way up to the 3rd here. An awful pick by the Hornets, really. And with the 4th pick, we're going to see if anyone makes a move up. The Denver Nuggets on the clock, and they get their hands on icy D'Angelo Russell. The Nuggets have been making some big moves the past few drafts, man. They've gotten some big names. As you see, the Spurs are up on the board again, and they're going to pick Kristaps Porzingis to be their new Timmy D in San Antonio. Of course, Timmy D with the Rockets now, not spending his career in San Antonio. And the Blazers on the clock, and they get D-Book. They didn't get Damian Lillard, but they got D-Book. And I forgot who they picked in last draft. I think it was like Joel Embiid. So this is going to be a nasty duo if we can see that progress before the end of the series. You got the Raptors on the clock here. Willie Cauley-Stein gets selected. No trades yet inside the top 10 as the Heat get the 8th overall. I don't even know who was on the board, but Trey Lyles probably was not the best option. Number 9's Frank Kaminsky. Who we got? Pell's got Larry Nance. Yeah, this should be all the interesting names. And the Dallas Mavericks are going to trade their pick. Let's see, first trade. It's the 11th pick. So no trades inside the top 10. They get Danilo Gallinari in exchange for it, and the Pels traded for that pick. Wow, they went back-to-back and get Justice Winslow. Not the worst trade, kind of even for both teams. I'd probably pick the side with 2 players just because Everyone was quality there. So yeah, here's your 2015 draft. You got Cat going #1 overall as expected. He goes to the Knicks this time though. We see Miles Turner got picked by the Magic. Norman Powell goes to the Hawks. Rondé Hollis Jefferson to the Rockets. Pat Connaughton to the Celtics, who are up and coming for sure. Tyus Jones out here. Scary Terry to the Cavs. They've had a few sleeper picks. Bobby Portis to the Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks should be up and coming, man. Montrez to the Rockets. That's a good pick by them. I don't see any super significant names for the rest of the draft. So that'll do it for the 2015 NBA draft. And we're going to move into free agency where we got Dirk. Dirk's on the board, expecting 44 mil. He's 37 years old. Kyrie is restricted. He'll probably go back to the Nets, but he is on the board here. And 92 overall Dwight Howard, who's expecting 50 mil. Someone's going to pay him 50 mil to continue. You got Mike Conley up here. You got Timmy D up here. LaMarcus Aldridge, Jimmer Fredette, who progressed into a bucket. Klay Thompson. These last few are restricted free agents. Kemba's up here. Al Horford. Definitely room for somebody to form a super team. That's all I'm saying. But who am I kidding? I'm going for the Thunder this time, right? Yeah. We decided we're going for the Thunder so that they lose, all right? All right, it's about time for the free agency acquisitions. We see Iman Shumpert to the Hawks right off the bat. Usually I don't know anybody at the top of these. Jimmy Butler re-signs with the T-Wolves. Huge for them. They need to keep him. Jay Crowder goes to the Magic. You got Roy Hibbert re-signing with the Suns. Eric Gordon re-signing with the Clippers. Boris Diaw re-signing. The Nuggets signed Marc Gasol. First big move. Marc Gasol leaves the Knicks, who is probably better. Just saying. Serge Ibaka re-signs with the Thunder. 4-year. How do they even have the money for this, bro? I gotta go look at their cap after this. Craig Smith and Glenn Davis signed with the Hawks and the Sixers, respectively. Well, Sixers and Hawks, respectively. Vucevic re-signs with the Rockets. Kemba signs with the Suns. What team was he on? The Grizz. Bro, that's not good. The Suns are worse. Oh my gosh. LaMarcus Aldridge leaves the Trailblazers and goes to the Pacers. Thunder re-signed this dude. I don't know how they have the money to do that. This is outrageous. Kevin Martin to the Lakers. Channing Frye to the Kings. DeMar DeRozan to the Clippers. Tim Duncan to the Grizzlies. Yes, but okay. So the Grizzlies got worse, which we didn't want to see. If I thought they had Dwight Howard still and they would be competing, but the Rockets signed Dwight Howard. At least my Rockets are doing something. The Seawolves re-signed Ricky Rubio, but in terms of beating the Thunder, this is bad because Timmy D and Dwight Howard would have been nice to have together. Bismack Biyombo re-signs, Jimmer Fredette re-signs, JaVale McGee, Ersan Ilyasova and Aaron Aflalo re-sign. Jeff Teague re-signs, Nicholas Batum, Kawhi, Al Horford, Kyrie, JJ, Dirk Nowitzki, AJ Price, Rudy Gay, JR, JJ, Mike Conley, all re-sign. And then Klay Thompson, it says Wizards signed Klay Thompson and not re-sign, but he was already with the Wizards, so I don't know what that's all about. So we're gonna go see our contenders in the rosters. We got the Pistons only have DeMarcus Cousins now, really at this point. The Rockets have Dwight Howard and Vucevic. They're really not contenders in the West, though. Not at all. With the Thunder here, no one can compete with this fucking massacre of a team. See, the Warriors really only have Curry. Like, there's super team potential, right, in a lot of these teams, but a lot of teams only have, like, one superstar. As you see the Wizards here, if they could add one more piece, then they're, like, at Thunder level, right? They're definitely competing with the Thunder here. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the finals with Gordon Hayward, Klay Thompson, Marvin Williams, and Andrew Bynum, but they're definitely not favorites to do it. The Bulls only have Derrick Rose. The Cavs only have 31-year-old LeBron, who has never won a chip, by the way. The Celtics have AD and Rondo and Tyreek, who isn't really progressing anymore. Rudy Gobert, maybe they give a team some trouble. The Clippers are good. They got, DeMar DeRozan now, so they have a second superstar. And the Grizzlies are really the best chance. I wish they still had Dwight Howard, because then it would be PG, Tim Duncan, and Dwight. But that's not the case. So maybe upset the Thunder if they just hit him right. The Hawks have a couple superstars. The Heat have a triple of superstars, but no bench at all, or else they'd be contenders. And the Kings only have John Wall. The Knicks only have, one, maybe two guys. Kobe just retired. The Mavs really only have Dirk. The Nets do have Kyrie, Brook Lopez, and Darren Williams. The Nets are looking promising as a chance to go all the way. You see the Pistons again here, so we've gone in a circle, I see. Yeah, there's your 2015 NBA offseason. I'll meet you guys for the 2016 playoffs. See if LeBron can make his case for the greatest finals ever again. I'll see you guys there. Kevin Durant is your 2016 MVP instead of Steph Curry. He dropped 39 and 5-ish. Some really good defensive stats though. A steal and a half and a block and a half a game. Shot 51, 92, and 45. 50, 40, 90 club. Yeah, really, really nasty numbers. Oh my goodness, what an efficient season. Cat wins Rookie of the Year, just like real life. You see sixth man is Vucevic again behind Dwight Howard this time. Josh Smith, DPOY. Oh my gosh, how many does he even have at this point? Josh Smith has 4 DPOYs, 4 consecutive ones at that. Oh my gosh, Josh Smith has been a demon for this whole simulation. We'll go over to MIP. You got Dennis Schroeder this year, was CJ McCollum in real life. And that'll do it for the 2016 NBA awards. Well, the first screen at least. You got All-NBA first team. Nothing too surprising here. Kyrie is making it. Maybe not surprising, but he made it for, I think, his first time. And then you got nothing surprising in the second team either. Paul George moving up to the All-NBA second team. Kemba in the third team with his new look Suns. AD's working his way up here. Vucevic made a third team? Whoa. And Dwight Howard didn't make a team and Vucevic was the sixth man. That's actually nuts. Good stuff from Vucevic. Russell Westbrook drops to the third team after winning MVP. That's pretty interesting. Your defensive team, nothing too surprising on the defensive side. Avery Bradley making his way to the second team. Andrew Bynum making it for the second straight year. Your rookies, nothing surprising here. Devin Booker maybe is surprising that he only made the second team with the Blazers. We're gonna go ahead and look at these season stat leaders. We got John Wall averaging 32 a game and 2.5 steals. And bro, he has not won an MVP and he is getting snubbed. I'm sorry. Like KD, he had a good season, 29 and a half, 9 and 4.5 is pretty good. Decent, defensive stats. But John Wall had better defensive stats, more assists, a little bit less rebounds. Well, okay, half as many rebounds, a decent amount of less rebounds, but more than double the assists. And then more points, maybe not as efficient though. That could be an argument, not as efficient. You see DeMar is the most efficient player in the league, up there with Dwight Howard. Your 3-point shooting efficiency is JJ Barea and Curry. With how many threes he takes, seeing almost 50% drop is nuts. That's just nuts. Those are your 2016 stat leaders. Let me see if I see any 2016 playoff surprises. The Warriors are an 8th seed with only Curry this time. They are supposed to lose in 7 to the Cavs this year, who have the 3 seed out in the East. You see the Memphis only made the 7th seed with Tim Duncan. Rockets didn't even make it with Dwight Howard. See over here, the really nice Brooklyn team led by Kyrie up there. The Wizards only 8th seed is pretty surprising. Boston and Detroit's going to be a good matchup. Detroit, a big up-and-coming team. LeBron make it out of the first round this time. And I want to look at the Knicks roster because I think the Knicks are actually pretty decent. Yeah, the Knicks have Mike Conley, an injured LaMarcus Aldridge, and then JJ Redick and Chris Middleton. But I mean, they have a decent little team. Decent little lineup, go against them Bucks team. So we'll go ahead and sim through the first round, see any notable eliminations. See, the Sixers are eliminated earlier than they have been the past couple of years. The Knicks are gone early. Mike Conley goes home. The Warriors lose to the Thunder in the first round. Celtics, not surprising there. Pels, not surprising. Spurs are bad. Ooh, Klay Thompson and the Wizards are going home against the Nets. See, the Grizzlies with Timmy D lose to the Jazz, who are just upset city out here. I guess they did get the 2 seed, but still. So you got Brooklyn and Detroit, Cleveland and Milwaukee, Utah and LA, and then OKC and Sacramento. Go ahead and simulate one more round before we dive into the matchups. The Jazz lose to the Clippers. The Pistons are eliminated. The Bucks are eliminated, and the Kings lose in 7 games to the Thunder. They had a real chance, man. They lost by a lot in Game 7, and they lost by 6 in Game 6. It was Game 1, so It was 1-1, and then 2-1, 3. Well, they blew a 3-1 lead. Oh my goodness, Kings! You're supposed to clutch it out for the video. All right, we got Nets and Cavs. Kyrie against LeBron, although they were never teammates here. Kyrie and Brook Lopez, the Nets look better than the Cavs, but you know, LeBron's LeBron, so we'll see if he's able to wheel them to a victory. And you got Oklahoma City and LA. We've seen this matchup a lot, actually, but the Clippers are actually good now. They got DeMar DeRozan and Blake Griffin, but Will Bynum is not a good point guard. You see, their centers are hurt. But Emeka Okafor can definitely hold its own against aging Chris Kaman. So we'll see how this round goes. The Cavs take a 2-0 lead. The Thunder up 1-0. Brooklyn takes game 3, and so does the Clippers. The Cavs up 3-1 on the Nets. Now it's 3-2. 3-3 going to game 7, and the Clippers might pull it off. Why am I rooting for the Thunder this one time? The Clippers might pull it off, trying to upset the 6-time reigning NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. It's back and forth. I didn't catch the end. No, I didn't catch it. But it looks like the Clippers hit a buzzer beater and win it all with 5 seconds left to go. Hit the 3, and they are going to the NBA Finals, eliminating, upsetting, disappointing the 6-time reigning NBA champions who, oh my goodness, put up atrocious numbers. That's just disgusting. And the Clippers are gonna walk away with the dub. Another game 7 as the NBA is wide open for the first time in 7 years. The Nets taking on LeBron, and they're gonna blow them out of the water. Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets are facing Blake Griffin and the Los Angeles Clippers in the NBA Finals. This would be the Clippers' first finals in NBA history. Game 1 goes to the Clips. Let's go ahead and look at the matchups a little late. We got Kyrie, Brook Lopez facing off against DeMar DeRozan and Blake Griffin. Really evenly matched teams. I think the Nets have the edge though, but of course anything could happen in simulation as the Clippers show it and take a 2-0, 3-0 lead, and the Los Angeles Clippers are going for their first finals win, or first championship in NBA history, as they do blow game 4 though. And the Nets are going to take that one home. Going into game 5, the Nets trying to come back from a 3-0 deficit, taking a small lead early at halftime, leading at the end of the 3rd, and the 4th is tight, and it stays tight the whole 4th quarter. And the NBA Finals is coming down to the last few possessions. We're going to go ahead and jump in, not make the mistake this time. A minute left to go. And here we are, 1 minute left to go in game 5 of the 2016 NBA Finals. This one a good one. Kyrie gets the ball, crosses over, takes an awkward shot and doesn't hit it. DeMar DeRozan with the board. 56 seconds left. He's pushing it up. Puts it up to Tobias Harris. Back to DeRozan inside for the slam. Barely made that one. And it's a 1-point ball game with 50 seconds left to go in the 4th. The Clippers are trying to close out this series, and Kyrie is going to regret taking that shot if the Clippers come out on top in this one. And here we are with a foul. 45 seconds remaining. Kyrie's out of the game. They're taking Kyrie out? Why? Why would you ever do that? I mean, he didn't commit that foul. I'm still gonna check his foul count just because, I don't know, maybe 2K is being dumb. But why would he come out? There's no reason. The man only has 1 foul. And they just took out their best player, but they're still gonna get a bucket with Brook Lopez inside and 1. 40 seconds to go. This is a huge free throw, make it a 2-possession game. And Brook Lopez hits it with his 2K generics on. Ew. Came in, passes it in to Andrew Bynum. That's so ugly to see. And here he goes. DeRozan sets the pick. Bynum can't set free. Tobias Harris sizing up whoever the hell that is. And he bricks the shot. And this should do it. It's going to come down to the free throw game. And Darren Williams hits both free throws, makes it a 6-point game. And the Nets are looking to take game 5 in Brooklyn. The Clippers need a 3. 27 seconds left. Looking. Are they going to get the ball in? Get the ball into DeMar DeRozan. Harris pump fakes, shoots the 3 and misses. And 1 free throw should seal the game. Not the series though. Going into game 6 after this one. 1 free throw, and that does it. The Nets, they take game 5, and they're looking to come back from a 3-0 deficit. Here we are, a bunch of comebacks happening in this playoffs. Maybe staying true to the best playoffs of all time. The Nets come out to an early lead, but it looks like the Clips have the lead at halftime, very tight in the 3rd quarter, and the Nets take a very small lead, and in the 4th, they blow it open. The Nets are looking to come back and tie the series 3-3 from a 3-0 deficit, erased. This is better than the 3-1 deficit that LeBron did. Kyrie's trying to make history. Here they go. The Nets coming back from a 3-0, up at halftime. At the end of the 3rd, also up. Oh, but it's a close game in the 4th, and the Clippers take the lead back. Here we are with a minute and a half left. Oh, is this even worth watching? We'll go ahead and jump in just because it's game 7 of the most historic finals ever. But it looks like the Clips, they do have the ball. And it's looking like the Clips are ready to take it all. The Nets need to stop here. The Clips are 1 free throw away from winning it all. Pass it to Bynum. They don't have to foul, I guess. They could go for a stop. I didn't even think about that. It shows you my basketball IQ. Blake Griffin goes up with the game-winning shot, and he misses it. Blocked by Lopez, and they're pushing it up the floor with Kyrie. They need a 3 or any type of bucket at all. Passes to the corner. Up to Kyrie for the 3. And he bricks it. He bricks it, and the Clippers are 1 free throw away from winning the 2016 NBA Finals. Blake Griffin with the biggest free throw of his life. And he sinks it. And the Los Angeles Clippers are your 2016 NBA champions. Shout out to them. They deserve it. I mean, they beat the Thunder, and whoever beat the Thunder was probably going to win it all. They almost blew a 3-0 lead in the end, but it's good to see that they didn't do that, I guess. You see a lot of close games here. The Thunder came close this round. The Clippers upset, and then over here you had a 7-game series with LeBron, a 7-game series here. I mean, the Nets had back-to-back 7-game series. 3 of their 4 matchups were 7 games, and their only one that wasn't was a 6-game series. I mean, you're just not going to win the finals going to 7 every series. Good to see. I can finally stop playing 2K for a second, sit down and stop as the Thunder are finally eliminated from the playoffs. The Clips are your champions. I didn't even see who won Finals MVP. Oh, it was Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin, your Finals MVP. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on your way out. I'll be back with the next one. See if the Thunder fight for their title back, or if there is a new dynasty in the form of Los Angeles. Peace.